Hey everybody, it is Huey from Blasted or Stash It. I thought I'd do a quick little haul, my quarantine haul, because we're not getting any new books. I told one of my LCSs that I would go back and pick up a lot of my books that I had in the back issues that I've been picking out throughout the past few weeks. Hey, hold this for me. Hey, hold this for me. Thought it'd be a good opportunity to try to go back and good thing. Discover Bay is in here. Hello, hopefully you can hear me. My audio is going good. I was just going to go check it out. But it seemed like it might be working fine. So I just want to go here, do this. You know what I'm doing here. So I had quite a few books in my back issues. I was hoping to pick them all up, but I was not able to. I only picked up quite a few because right before I went to pick up a lot of the dollar books I had, he said, "Hey, I got some new stuff in. You want to check it out?" And so okay, so I ended up pulling quite a few more books out there. Jack Yo is in here as well, so I'm gonna go over them. I got some decent books too. Like I said, a lot of dollar books. I got a lot to fill my Captain America run, which was pretty awesome. So I mean, I don't think I'm gonna go through all of these caps, but yeah, that's a stack of Captain America I got. Most of them are the 300 to 400. Run, so not a whole lot of big keys. There's a couple pretty cool books in here. I'll show a couple of them off, kind of some of the bigger ones. Stay there. This is Cap No More. This is when Captain America resigns, or Steve Rogers resigns as Captain America. I picked up that one. That's a pretty cool book, and this is awesome. I love this cover from Mike Zeck, Captain America. That's just badass. I thought I had this book. Maybe I do already in my collection. I'll go check it out. But really, if I can get it cheap, it's a Mike Zeck book. I get it signed if I see him at a con. And this one is an early cap, really good condition. This is 107. Got to put that baby in Mylar. My books, if it's a Silver Age book, even though it's not the greatest condition, I love to put them in Mylar. It makes them look just that much better. We got James in here as well. Thank you guys for showing up on this. I guess it's a Wednesday night, April 1st. So, like I said, I got quite a few caps, but those are kind of some of the key ones. Few Defenders books. There's 121. There's 44. And 48. So like you see these Defenders and Invaders, I'm trying to get both of those runs complete. Invaders is not too bad. I already have Invaders #1 and Giant Size Invaders, so it's a pretty short run. I think it's only like 28 issues, I think. So I'm putting that together right now. A few other just kind of random books. Picked up this because it's a Michael Linsner cover, and that's Zorro #11. Love me some Linsner, so I'll pick that up if I see it. This book's not worth anything, just a cool cover. This is Superpowers. I think it's volume 1. There are quite a few different volumes of the Superpowers. I didn't notice these stickers on there when I first bought them, but they were $1 a piece, so I'm not overly concerned about it. Superpowers #1. This is based off the toy line that DC had did. And then number 5, I think it's volume 1. So this is a 5-issue miniseries. So I got both those. Finished that little miniseries up. Only a couple issues of Batman. They're not in great shape either. This Batman #186, the cover is almost completely gone off there. I think it's held on by the very, very top. Now, like I said, I usually put my Silver Age in Mylar. These I didn't, just because they're in such bad shape, so I didn't bother doing it. It's just kind of a placeholder, and it was super cheap. There's 186. I know Joe recently just got this book too, but I think his is in a lot better shape than what this thing is. But still, it fills a hole in my collection. And then this one here, the centerfold is loose. Or is it missing? I want to say it's missing. I think the centerfold's missing on this one. But it's a pretty cool cover. It's 190. That one I did put in Mylar just because it presents pretty well, even though that centerfold is missing. And then, of course, another one from my Lois Lane run. I didn't notice that water damage up there, but it was only $1, and that is Lois Lane. You know, Lois Lane always known for being culturally sensitive on their covers. That's for sure. There we go. Her dressed up as a Native American and her little baby wrapped up on her back. So it was $1. So I'll pick with that. Gaggy, I still need that book. That's what that little midget or little person's name is on the back. Now we're kind of getting into some of the bigger books that I bought. We only got a couple that were kind of like, no, I don't call them expensive, but a little more than what I would pay for a book. Or for a lot of books. I normally don't play a whole lot. I'm a low grade kind of collector. Wonder Woman ain't woke. Oh yeah, Joker for Sidekick. I remember Joe talking about that. Tales of Suspense number 87. I'm trying to get my Captain America run done from 100 to 400. I'm missing quite a few of the lower 100s. I'm slowly getting them in. And then I pick up these Tales of Suspense when I can find them. And I think he had a couple more there too. I think he had the first MODOK as well as the first another character I forgot from Tales of Suspense. What was it? Forgot. And this is number 80. This is the first crossover title with the Astonishing number 82. Tales to Astonish number 82. So this has got some chipping and stuff on the corner. But still, it's a pretty cool book for I think it was like $10. So I picked up that. This one would have been a lot cooler book, but the shop owner had about a heart attack because when he went to take it out of the bag to kind of grade it, because he priced it for me before I bought it, he didn't notice that it was a resealable bag, but the resealable part was on the flap, not on the bag itself. So when he pulled the comic out, all across there, big old tape grab. But I think I have this book already, and I was thinking this was a better grade, but I don't think it is anymore. Not with that big tape grab across the front, but it's still cool. I think that's Kirby art on that. Yeah, it's early Thor too. So this is the origin of the Inhumans continued. I have 148, I believe. And this is Thor number 147, The Wrath of Odin. Cool Loki and Thor cover on that. That's pretty cool too. This was a three issue miniseries, and I was shocked at actually how much these were going for. I figured, they'd be $3 books, $5 books top. But Comic Book Realm has number 1 at was it 25 or 30? And then, yeah, definitely. That's why I use painter's tape on everything now. So number 1 was like 25, 30, maybe a little bit more on Comic Book Realm. And then number 2, number 3 run around about $20. And I was actually pretty shocked that that's running that high. But I got a smoking deal. It was 25 for all 3. So I went and picked up all 3. And that is Batman, Harley, and Ivy. There's number 1. I'm thinking maybe just because it's a Harley Quinn book and it has that Batman the Animated Series kind of style to it. That's why it's going for as much as it is. There's number 2. These are in really good shape too, really high grade. And then number 3. So those are pretty cool books. I have the whole volume 1 of Batman the Animated Series. So this is kind of cool to go along with that collection for sure. She-Hulk number 1, or the Sensational She-Hulk number 1. I have Savage She-Hulk number 1. Yep, right up there on top. You probably can't see it from where you are. I think one of the days I'll have to do my top 10 comics in my collection or something. But this is pretty high grade too. So there it is. There, Sensational She-Hulk #1. There's something kind of funky about her hips in this one. I think I was talking to Steve, the store owner, about it, how it looks a little weird, but still, it's pretty cool. I think it's John Byrne art on that. It's cool. Justice League of America. I've been trying to nail those down as well. My wife bought me #1, pretty low grade, maybe a 1.5, maybe a 2.0, maybe a 2.0 for my birthday last September. So I think there's a couple other key books in that run. Of course, if you get to Silver Age 2, you're spending a lot of money for the high grade book. But I'm trying to get Justice League of America Volume 1 done as well. There's 171. Nothing special about that book. This is number 95. That's the origin of Dr. Midnight Retold. This one is in really, I think, really good shape. It's got a couple rounded corners and a couple of spine ticks along the staple and stuff. But other than that, I mean, it's a pretty solid book. And that's number 65. And that is a second appearance of Starro right there, too. So it's pretty cool. This is number 49. And this is number 46. This is probably the worst for wear on all of them. It's got a little bit of some spine issues, some looks like maybe a bend along the whole spine, and some rounded corners and stuff. But this is the first Sandman, Wesley Dodds in the Silver Age, and the first Antimatter Man in here. So that's really cool. Justice League of America. Now, these are the three biggest books that I end up buying. And I said I found them like last week, and I said, okay, give me a price on these. What do you want for them? I ended up pulling the trigger on them too. So, first time I've ever had this, which is shocking. I think I'm talking to Joe, but he's, you don't own that book? And I said, no, I don't own this book. But I ended up picking up Wolverine #1 from the ongoing series. It's a really, really good shape. I mean, for a black cover, man, it's this bottom corner is a little bit rounded, top corner is a little bit rounded, but no spine ticks. Maybe a couple little right there, right by the #1, but they're not color breaking. It's a really, really solid copy of that, though. It's really cool. And then one main reason I want to do this too, because we're not getting new comics. I want to be able to support the comic stores and make sure that they're going to be able to survive during this too. We don't want our comic stores to end up going away. So I said, told them, hey, yep, I'll come in and pick up some back issues to kind of help you out through. Hopefully just a month before we start getting new comics again. This is Marvel Spotlight on Ghost Rider. No, it's not number 5. It's number 6. So still second appearance of Ghost Rider. I have the third appearance, so now I'm looking for the first appearance, and that's getting to be a pretty spendy book. Even though the Ghost Rider movies have come and gone, but it's still, I think, creeping up in value, and it's still pretty sought after. So, but still, that's a pretty cool book to have. And then finally, an Amazing Spider-Man classic cover. Been looking for this for a while, as I've been trying to get my 100 to 200 of Spidey down. And again, you're looking at lower 100, you're looking to be pretty spendy, if you catch them. And this isn't too bad a shape. It's I thought it was a pretty good deal. I think it was 45, I think. So I picked this up, Amazing Spider-Man number 100. Still pretty solid copy of that. So that is my quarantine haul. That's what I got. I'll probably end up getting a few more books here and there. Maybe do another haul. I know I got to redo some of my comic room. I do have a contest going on right now on our channel. I posted it on all the social media as well as here. I just need 5 things: doing a video, being sub to our channel, answer a few questions. Off the top of my head, I don't remember what they are, but I think it's like, what are you doing during this time? How are you keep from going insane? How are you going to consume your books, or what are you doing for your comic book fix? And there's one other question. I think, how do you think the comic community is going to fare after this is all blows over? So definitely go check that out. And I'm giving like, I don't know, quite a few books away, 20, 25 books. I'll just go through my collection, get some doubles that I have, and maybe give some stuff away. I don't know what it is yet, but pretty simple video to do, a few minutes, and you're wham bam, thank you, ma'am, and you may be able to get some free books. So definitely go and submit a video for that. We're gonna be back live again this Sunday. I think we're going to be talking about Masters of the Universe, though, since we don't have any new comics. Like if you watch a G.I. Joe episode, we want to review G.I. Joe and talk about our top 10, our top favorite G.I. Joes. And so we're going to be kind of doing the same thing with He-Man, Masters of the Universe, and kind of talking and reminiscing about those toys what we had as a kid. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and chime on out here. So I want to thank Jacko and James in Discovery Bay. And anybody else that popped in, I know there were a couple more people that were watching but did not leave a comment in the live chat. Thank you guys for coming by and watching my quarantine haul. So I'm going to go ahead and bounce out of here. And I'll see you guys on Sunday. Later.